Hey guys, welcome to Indie Game Hustle. In this video, we're going to take a look at the remove tools. All right, so the first tool we're going to take a look at is the detach tool. All right, so I'm going to select the face here. And what we're going to do is click Alt and click. And we're going to have a couple different options. We're going to have the two elements and the two objects. And so basically, when you have two elements, that's going to detach the object and make it still part of the object that we're detaching from. And then the two object is going to basically create a separate object once you do the detachment. So I'll click on detach. And when I do that, as you can see, it's going to detach that object, but still keep it connected as a whole. So if we were to go back and select our isolate tool, we isolate there, we're only selecting those objects. And if we select this one and select isolate, we're only selecting those. Now, if I were to select these two faces and change this to two object for the detach type and select detach, it's going to create a separate object and it's going to do it that way. All right. So what I'll do is go ahead and delete both of these faces. So I'll select this one, hit delete, and I'll select this object and hit delete. The next tool we're going to take a look at is the erase tool. So the erase tool is pretty simple. I'll go ahead and delete this. And so now what we're going to do is select the erase tool. And when we do, we go ahead and select the faces that we want to erase. So hit that and hit erase. It's pretty simple. It's pretty much like doing a deletion. So you can almost do the same thing by just hitting delete on your keyboard. All right. And so the next tool we want to take a look at is the target weld tool. So to do that, what we're going to do is select the vertex edit mode. And as you see, target weld is now available. So to make that work, what we're going to do is select target weld. And then when we hover over one of the vertices, I'm going to click and drag this to a different vertice. So basically what we want to do is weld one vertice to the other by clicking and dragging, and we're basically selecting where we want it to go. So as you can see, I clicked and dragged there. If I want to do that here, you can see that there. You can even do it this way as well. So if we want to do it that way. So that is the target weld. It's a very useful version of welding. The next option is the collapse tool. So what we're going to do is select all of these vertices on this sphere. And I'll just select these here. And what it's going to do is collapse down to the center, as you can see, just like so. All right, and so the next tool is going to be the merge tool. So if we want to merge two vertices together, we can select this and hit merge, just like that. And depending on which one you select first, will kind of determine which merge direction it goes. Now what you can do is hold down Alt and click, and you'll get this merge dialog box. And what this does is give you the option to either it'll merge to the first, it'll merge to the center, or it will merge to the last thing you selected. So what we'll do is merge to the center. So if we take these two and we simply merge to the center, I'll go ahead and hit merge and it'll bring it to the center. So you can kind of determine which direction you want to do. The next tool is going to be the weld tool. So what we're going to do is go ahead and do this. We're going to weld these two together. Now, if I click on weld, nothing is going to happen. The only way this is actually going to merge or weld together is if we change the distance. So right now we're at a 0.25. So if I increase this past 1, that's the point of welding. So what's really great about this tool is, say for instance, you have vertices that are sitting on top of each other, but you can't tell if a vertice is. So what you can do is basically say, I want to select every vertice in here, and I want to make sure that I'm removing any duplicate vertices that I can't see. So what you can do is select everything, and you can actually hit weld and it's going to weld anything that's within that. So if you notice I have everything selected, I can actually increase this up to a point, just like so. And then last but not least, we have the face tool. So the combine face tool. So I'm going to select these faces here. And by doing that, I can actually combine these into one single face. And it's great because you can create different shapes as needed. And then once you do that, you can actually do something like this, and you can actually continue modeling based on the different needs you might have. This is a really nice tool to be able to use. All right, well, that's pretty much it for the remove tools. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll see you guys in the next video.